Well, class, peace, and understanding. This is your beloved professor, Professor Johnson. And as we have come to the end of the semester, I'd like to give a final comment on some things. And hopefully you have taken away from my class and my instruction some things that may be pertinent that you can use going forward. Not just facts about history, but some life lessons. I have sought to bring about some change and stimulate you intellectually and prompt you to immerse yourself in the path of critical thinking, trying to develop those thinking mechanisms in your mind and to try to understand the source of where things come from. So, some of the main lessons that I've wanted you to take away, of course, as being young adults, is being responsible. Responsibility. Adulthood is not just about being free to go and come as you please or staying out as late as you want, maybe having a drink or whatever. A lot of you are excited to be not under the wings of your parents or the structure that you had when you were home. So, as you continue to go through the college semester, and it's just a repeating concept that often happens, and I say this to all my students, and I've said it to you guys as well multiple times, that life is a series of choices. Every choice has an outcome, good or bad, based on your options. What will you choose this day? Is what you're doing getting you to the level of efficacy or your desired result? The actions you're taking, are you arriving at where you saw yourself? If the answer is no, then you may need to rethink some things. As the semester has come to a close and we are, as I look at the emails I receive, I laugh and I smile because the energy that you now have, that is the 11th hour, everybody wants to know what they can do for their grade and want to turn in 10 assignments that were due back in August. So I read the emails, I smile, I respond, or I may not. And then I say, why didn't you do this when it was done? The reality has set in and now we want to bombard our professor with a plethora of information that we should have done that I don't have to accept. We do this every semester. Everyone is continually trying to email me work. And here's the funny thing. Oh, Professor Johnson, I tried to turn my assignment in, but Canvas wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let you because you're late. Because the due date is passed. You missed the due date. That's why it can't be turned in. So we can stop with I tried to turn it in. I had a technical issue, but all that's funny, and those are some of the little games we like to try to play. So I get it. I am not accepting any more assignments. Okay? Now, it was brought to my attention after I went back and checked. There were a couple of errors on the test. I am making those corrections, and for the most part, I think it was like 3 questions, maybe 4, that were true or false, and one of them about the winter solstice, which is December 25th, and it had November 25th. I'll make those corrections and give you the additional points. If it's 5 points to 8 points, that's not going to change your grade in a class if you fail me. Everybody wants to bombard me with that. So let's try to take our best foot forward, be responsible, accept what we've earned, because that's one of the life lessons we want to put out there. The world is not going to be beholden to you. The world is not going to give you a chance because you having a bad day or you overslept. I'm trying to give you life skills lessons to transition into adulthood. The stuff that we say and some of the excuses that we make are for kids. You want to be an adult. The world says that you're legally 18 and you're an adult and you can, but no, you're not an adult. Let's face the reality of it. Some of you may, and this is not an indictment against everybody. This is just an observation. An observation of the students that I teach, and I've learned your names and I know your propensities and your tendencies. I know my students. I know what to expect from you. I've been doing this for 13 years. And it never fails. At the end of every semester, everybody want to know what they can do. And I often say you should have started better and did what you had to do when it was due. That's the way the world works. That's the way life works. It's time out for the excuses. We have to do better. But overall, I have enjoyed this semester. Final grades will be in, I think, by Monday or maybe Friday. I'm not sure. But I'm still going in and plugging in and looking through some stuff. But all these emails I'm getting, that I'm getting bombarded with, that's falling on deaf ears, especially if we haven't already talked or discussed the matter. It's too late to try to salvage. You know, I've always said I'm not the enemy. I have given chance after chance. Even if I went against it, people are still emailing me today. Now there was an error with one of the classes. I think the 11 o'clock where the test was supposed to start at 11 and it ended at 11. I didn't put 12. That's on me. But these other classes, do you know how many emails I've been getting from students asking me to reopen the final? I reopened it twice. Then a third time, oh, I ain't know. How could you not know? I've been saying 2 weeks prior to the test that our final was going to be on the last scheduled day of class at your class time. How could you not know? So that's on you. That's something you're going to have to eat that. But other than that, hey, you know, like I said, I enjoyed my students. I enjoyed being your professor. I love what I do. I really enjoy instructing you. But my grandmother used to always say the best lesson is about lesson. That one that you feel and you have to get yourself out of, that's how you move into manhood and adulthood. Bought lessons. The ones that no one can save you from. The ones that you have to get yourself out of. That's how you learn. That's how you build. So guys, as I said again, it's been a pleasure instructing you, but all the last second emails and the Hail Mary pass looking for a touchdown, if you got an FRD, there's nothing I can do to fix that. And everybody wants to know what they can do, but is that fair to the people that bust their butt, turned in their work on time, followed instructions, and submitted it when it was due? Is that fair to them to go back and give you 3 and 4 chances to turn in an assignment that was due in August? Is that how it goes? Because that seems like a spoiled infant that would be expecting that or say yes to that. I have to be fair to those who put in the work and earned and are deserving of an A. That does not sit right with me if I go back and allow you to do something that is just not fair. There's no equity with that. So guys, remember, always investigate the information you receive. If it is indeed the truth, it should stand the test of investigation. Always ask why. And life is a series of choices. Every choice has an outcome, good or bad, based on your options. You have to choose. You're being bombarded all throughout the day with suggestions and information that you have to sift through your brain computer. Some of it is useful, some of it is not. But you have to choose. You have to decide. Nothing is going to fall out the sky magically. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to just magically happen. Have a great semester. Have a great break. Come back to me safe in the spring. See you guys later. Peace.